Okay, so welcome. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to look at things a little bit more, more carefully. And we're going to look at the middle term. Okay, so in these two examples, let's take a look at something. We notice that this is a square, this is a perfect square. Which is 3x. And this is also a perfect square. Okay, now, it seems like this may fit a perfect square trinomial. Okay, so we would like the middle, but the middle has to add up to negative 6x. So if you take these two, 3x and 1, right, and you multiply them and double it, you get the middle term. So remember, to get the middle term, you take the two factors here and multiply them and double it. So you get 3x, right, times 2. Okay, and in fact, this would be negative 1, right? Because they both have to be negative. So this is going to be negative 1 squared. And guess what? That gives it to us. So it looks like this will be 3x minus 1 squared. But let's double check. Because just because that works out doesn't necessarily mean it will. So let's FOIL this out. So 3x times 3x is 9x squared. 3x times negative 1 is minus 3x times another minus 3x, and then negative 1 squared is positive 1, which gives us 9x, 9x squared minus 6x plus 1, which is what we had. So it worked. Okay, let's look at this one. Now again, this is a perfect square, and so is this. Now, notice that don't forget we have to have a y and an x in each factor. Okay, now, again, it might be a perfect square trinomial. And again, what happens? We want this times this and to double that, right? So if we take 6x times, oh, now this is positive, so this is positive. So these are positive. So this is going to be 7y. And this gives us 42xy. And if we double it, we get 84xy, which matches the middle term. So that tells me maybe this is a perfect square trinomial. And again, we want to FOIL this out. 6x times 6x is 36x squared. And then 6 times 7xy is 42, but we're going to get 2 of those. And then lo and behold, we get the 84xy. Okay, so it worked in this time. So there's something there. Okay, so let's continue on with the next example.